622 Echoes on a right downwind for 10, Williamson Sodas.
Williamson Sodas traffic, Cherokee 1 Delta Tango, taking off runway 10, Williamson Sodas.
Alright, let's see how much you remember.
Okay. Engine instruments are green. 60.
Little aileron into the wind, there you go.
Okay. 80. 85.
You can feel those bumps, huh?
Oh yeah.
Come to the right, just a hair, don't let it blow you toward the...
Traffic drop,
There you go.
1 minute skydiving over Skyhaven from 11,500 feet below. 4 canopies, 1 minute, folks. Williams Sodas traffic, helicopter 8622 Echoes, turning right base, 10 Williams Sodas.
Hey, Corlin, Sirius Fox, Zoo is turning left downwind 24, full stop, Corlin.
Yep, now you can do your after takeoff check.
Okay.
1,000 feet AGL.
Flaps are fuel pump. Should I leave that on or no?
No, you can go and turn it off.
Okay.
Yep, and verify fuel pressure.
Corlin, Sirius Fox, Zoo is turning final,
Good.
24, full
Engine
stop,
light. On. And instrument. Green, green, green.
Yep. Just get back, yep, turn back right. No, I mean, I know we're going to the bay anyway, but...
Yeah.
Jumpers away over Skyhaven, jumpers away from 11,500 feet or below. 4 canopies on the way down. Heads up, folks, here they come.
Ow, they hit me!
And Pana Post traffic, 46 Bravo is 3.5.
Williams Sodas traffic, helicopter 8622 Echoes, departing runway 10, departing to the south, Williams Sodas.
3 painted post.
Alright, let's see if we can, we'll see if we can get 3,000, I think we can.
Okay.
Oh, it's killing me not having my sunglasses. I just have I have sensitive eyes.
Okay. Yeah, these things are just wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah, I just end up squinting a lot when I don't have them. Oh well.
And 46 Bravo is coming up. We're on a high right now. Williamson traffic, radio check, 3 Echo Sierra. You painted post.
And I hear you loud and clear, and over without a traffic pattern, Williams Sodas.
Thank you. Good day.
advised, there is skydiving this time over at the field. 4 canopies in the air. Do not overfly the airport. Clinton Beach 10 Bravo. It's spiraling down now through 9,000. About 5 miles southwest of the airport. Use caution, Skyhaven.
Funny, because until you start flying and hearing that, you don't really think about that as being a hazard of skydiving. Or to an airplane.
Yeah.
I mean, either way, that's a hazard. I'd rather be in the airplane, I guess, but...
46 Bravo, right base, 13 painted post.
There you go, leave your power there, now pitch for level flight, and then just trim it out.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to bump that up just a hair again. Right about there, about 2,400. Level flight should get us about 115 miles an hour. Not bad, right?
Nah. It's like riding a bike.
Yeah, it's not too bad. You're young, so it's easy. I mean, really, it's, you know, you get older and you wouldn't believe, you know, it's some older students have a lot harder time skipping time.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you want me to lean it or?
Yeah, go ahead and lean it out.
Okay.
Just for practice. We'll return it back up here in a minute, but. There it goes, just a little bit back in, yep. Good, that's all there is to it.
Yeah.
All right, why don't you give me a turn southbound. Okay, and back to eastbound. Williams Sodas traffic, Cherokee 701 Delta Tango is about 2 miles east of Sodas Bay, 3,000 maneuvering, Williams Sodas.
Hi, Brad.
Hey. Alright, no traffic spotted here.
Nope.
Okay. Get yourself on eastbound. Remember how to do a steep turn?
I believe so.
Okay.
Try it.
Let's do a steep turn.
Okay. Can those count as my clearing turns or?
Yeah, that's why I did them.
Okay. To the left or right?
Yeah, usually, I mean, whichever one you want. Usually I start to the left. But
Okay.
remember, you're going to probably want to put a touch of power in there. A little bit more bank, or bring that nose up. Nose is starting to drop a little. More bank. More, right about there.
Okay. Halfway, yeah.
Yep. That was nice. Our heading indicator just spun, so it's going to be off on direction. I'm going to try and get you leveled back out here on time. You're dropping a little bit. Listen to the engine, right? You can hear it speeding up.
up.
A little bit of back pressure. And roll out. We'll have to readjust it. Just stop at level flight here. We'll readjust our, I don't know why that spun like that. Oh, 100. There you go. Alright, now when you're ready you can go back and do one to the right.
With traffic count just a chair, jump his way, 2 minutes, 2 Kennedys, Lippert.
Dropping a little bit, bring it, yep. Alright, now I have some more bank in there. about there. Now get your eyes outside the plane. Put a little more bank, right about there. Look at those screws. The screws on the cowl work really good. Find one, whichever one works for you, that you can kind of, I say you kind of slice it across the horizon.
Okay.
Right? You want to keep it parallel with the horizon, whether, slightly above, slightly below, whatever your line of sight works. That thing just spun again on us. All right, roll out. And just go back into one to the left. I'm not even going to worry about the compass right now.
Okay.
We can do it without, we'll just practice without it. I'll mention it to Mike. You're dropping a little, a little more back pressure. There you go, that's good, right there. That's the sight picture you want. You could do about another 5 or 10 degrees of bank though. And as you do that, you probably have to add some back pressure. There you go. And roll out. Yep, bring that power back. So you dropped a little bit. Something to definitely work on.
Yeah.
And our airspeed kind of got up because you were dropping.
Okay.
So definitely something to work on. Here, I'm going to take control for a second.
Okay,
See if I can.
control.
I have control. I'm going to see if I can demonstrate it for you a little bit. Almost back on. Kind of weird that it did that.
Is that just like the gyro because it's like so far off?
Well, yeah, but it shouldn't do that. Whoops, wrong way. It shouldn't do that.
Okay.
Alright, I'm going to do one to the left. I want you to see the screws along the front that I'm talking about. Find the one that works for you while I demonstrate this.
Okay.
That will get you, on the...
Pretty much close to the horizon.
Yeah, closest to the horizon, but basically what you're looking for is level, parallel against the horizon. Alright, ready?
Yep.
With the traffic sensors, steer jumpers, lady canopy.
See how it's nice and, it's staying very parallel with the horizon?
Yeah.
Alright, then I'm going to roll out. There's our wake. I'm going to go right into the one to the right. Once you have that spot and you know which screw to use, you almost don't even have to look at the, you glance at the instruments, but you can really go without and just referencing your point outside the airplane.
Yeah.
See that?
Yeah.
I just climbed at the end because I didn't take enough power back out, but I'm going to turn us to the east and then, or back to the west, and then I'll have you do one again.
Okay.
Just that way we don't keep drifting, because obviously the wind is pushing us, I think, a little bit that way.
Oh yeah.
Oop, don't climb. Yeah, the wind was it's just blowing against us there. Okay. You have control?
I have.
Alright, try and do the same thing.
Okay.
One to the left, one to the right. Touch the throttle there. And once you get ready to roll out, go ahead and roll out now and go right into the one to the right. right into the one to the right. There you go. See how that nose comes up slightly in between, right?
Yeah.
Because you have that extra power in there. A little bit more bank. Right there.
Yeah, Williamson, Sodas traffic.
Little more.
Cessna
There you
36
go.
Echo Sierra departing runway 10. Williamson.
Little more bank. There you go. And roll out. And then take that little bit of extra power if you had any in there. Go ahead and get that out, otherwise you'll start climbing. There's our wake. Good. You got it. Alright, let's do a little bit of slow flight for a minute.
Okay.
Alright, so let's slow down to about... let's go down to about 60 miles an hour. Maintain 3,000 feet in westbound. Or 250 we'll call it.
Aurelia traffic, Tango Bravo India, departing the zone to the west.
And you can add flaps in. We're going to go all the way to full flaps.
Okay.
Now as you get slowed down, remember you're going to have to add power back in. Because now you're going to be on the back side of that power curve. Or drag curve, whichever you want to call it.
Whitford traffic 060, left base 28 Whitford.
Is it maxed out?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've noticed that in this plane. It maxes out. Alright, so there's 60. See if you can just, yep, you're maintaining altitude pretty well. You're dropping slightly, just a touch of power in there.
Williamson traffic, Cessna 36 Echo
And then just
Sierra,
bring the nose up a little more.
to the east.
There you go. Alright, give me a left turn to 160. Nice and gradual, right about there. That's all the bank you want. Just about, see your standard rate?
Yeah.
That's about what you want. When you're doing this slow flight, standard rate's going to work really good for you. Drop in altitude slightly. Add some power in if you need. Still dropping just a little bit of altitude. Get yourself back up to 3,000.
Yeah.
You're going to see it's going to take quite a bit of power.
206 Amphib, just coming up 3 miles to the west of Markham Airport. We are northeast bound, 2.5 for Halliburton.
Juliet 7 miles.
Yeah.
While you're continuing to climb, turn back westbound.
Okay.
We'll go all the way to west just to get us back onto cardinal headings here.
Kenwood traffic, Cessna 126 kilos, 3 miles to your southeast. We're going to circle the field, 2300 Canandaigua.
Williams Sodas traffic, Cherokee 55 Whiskey, about 5 miles south of airport at 3000, heading into runway 10, Williams Sodas traffic.
Williamson traffic, Cherokee 4355 Foxtrot, departing runway 10, Williamson Sodas.
Okay. Now, that's not, I mean, you did good with that. So, what they are going to want to see you do for slow flight for your check ride is you want to fly at a speed that any further decrease in speed will result in the immediate indication of a stall, meaning your stall light will start coming on, right?
Yeah.
So let's see if we can slow it down to 55 and let's see if maintain level flight at 55, see if that light comes on. Let's see how slow we can get this, just so that you know
Yeah.
about where that light's going to come on. Holding altitude, holding heading. Alright, so 55, it's still not. There you go, right
There
about
it
there.
is.
So just dip the nose just a hair. There you go. So figure, about 55 is about as slow as you're going to have to get in this for slow flight. Alright, go Go ahead and let the nose down a little bit. Okay, and take 1 notch of flaps out. All right, now I want you to let the nose down. Just start a descent. I'm gonna go back to, there you go.
I missed that one.
All right, power to idle, let the nose come down. We're gonna do a power off stall, okay? Let the nose come down briefly. They wanna see a brief descent. Now you can start pulling back. Keep your hand on the throttle. All right, recovery is gonna be, you're just gonna let the nose down a little bit.
Traffic, Cherokee 5.
Keep pulling back.
We're about 2 miles to the south.
Keep pulling, nope, you want a full stall. Keep pulling back, there's your stall. Now full power. Now start getting your altitude, yep. Don't let it dive, right there. Okay, not too much, nose down some. All you're looking to do is stop the descent, get some airspeed. See how your airspeed's bleeding off again now?
Yeah.
Lower the nose again. There you go. Now you can start taking flaps out.
Yeah, that's wonderful when that's maxed out.
Yeah, no, it's a lot.
Royalton traffic, Chairman turning.
All right, let's climb up some more. We're gonna do a power on stall,
Okay.
but let's get some altitude under us before we do that. Looking, because I know there's some other traffic out here too, so. So just try to keep your eyes open for them. I'm going to turn our landing light on, just because it helps other airplanes see us.
Yeah.
Chairman turning final.
And I know, like I said, I know a couple of them took off from 10, so. I know one of them at least is just going doing some local flying. Let's go up, keep climbing up.
Okay. Do you ever fly with the nav lights or?
At night.
Usually. Okay.
In
traffic, this is Cherokee 55
in these I don't usually. In the Cessnas I do, because it's just another toggle switch, where this one you got to turn all the way up, and I don't know. What happens is in the Aero, which is a retractable gear version of this, if you turn the nav lights on during the day, you won't be able to see the landing gear position lights, because they dim down, so even when they're lit, they won't be bright enough to see during the day. So you get in the habit of not turning them on unless it's at night.
Okay.
There's one plane, looks like over the bay, well below us. Why don't you go ahead and turn southbound.
Norwich traffic, Cessna 46493 is 10 to the east, inbound landing Norwich.
I lost sight of them, but they were well below us. They're probably just flying. Yeah, there they are, right over the east edge of the bay. They can't be more than 2,000 feet, if that. All right, and turn back eastbound just so the sun's not in our face when we go to do this.
Chairman, midfield downwind, runway on the graph.
All right, now power on stall is a takeoff stall. All right, so you're going to be takeoff configuration. All right, we're going to slow to lift-off speed. So we're going to try to slow to about 65, but we're going to do it with with no flaps and trim neutral. So you're gonna be pulling back some to keep us at altitude.
Okay.
So power back. Hold this altitude and heading. And just try to slow us to, just 60, 65 if you can without the light coming on. It might come on before that. If it does, whatever it's at, we'll call our, our takeoff speed, but. Now, do you remember how to do this one?
Is this the
power on? So you're gonna have some rudder input in there.
Yeah.
Right. You want to counter those left turning tendencies. All right. Start bringing the nose up just slightly, and as you do, go full power.
Candidate with traffic, Cessna 126.
All right, full power.
45.
Start raising the nose.
For 13 candidate.
Let that airspeed bleed off. You already got your stall light coming on, right? Keep pulling back. Try to keep those wings level, ball centered. No, keep pulling. That yoke centered. Come back. There you go.
Traffic.
All right, a little bit more. Keep pulling back. Keep pulling back. Wait for it. The airspeed needs to bleed off more. Keep pulling back some more. Pull. There we can keep pulling. There's your stall. Feel that buffeting?
Yeah.
That's your stall. Now all you got power in, right? Now just get yourself to level flight. That's all. And then your airspeed's gonna come up. All right, power back. Let's do that again.
Okay.
So just power back, hold this altitude, keep yourself, get yourself slowed down.
William South traffic, Cherokee 55 Whiskey, entering downwind from runway 10.
Power back to 1. Let it slow
Canada
down.
with traffic, 126 kilo, turning downwind 13, Canada.
If the slower you start this maneuver, the easier it is.
Okay.
It really is. And also, like I said, if you start pulling back slightly before you add power, it'll make it easier too.
Okay.
All right, so start pulling back a little and add full power. Keep pulling back. And as it stalls, all you're going to do is just take away some of that pressure. Pull back. A little more. About all she's going to do on you. All right, let the nose down. Just let it down. Yep. A little bit more direct than that. So when you get there, I'm just going to show you from here, right? Just let it come down.
Okay.
Get yourself flying again. All right. All right, not bad. All right.
South traffic, Cherokee
Let's
50.
head back toward the field. So let's turn south.
To space for runway 10, William South traffic.
Oh no, we're using 10. Never mind. Go north.
Okay.
I was thinking 28.
Brake to the pump for fuel.
And you can bring the power back so we don't keep climbing here.
Okay.
Start coming down. Looking for that traffic as we around here. And just stay along the lake shore.
Okay.
You're doing good.
Yeah,
Good? You feel good?
Yeah, just brush up on things.
That's it. Yep. Well, that's why I want. We got the altitude today now, so
Yeah.
might as well use it.
Better than yesterday.
Yeah.
William South traffic, Cherokee 55 Whiskey, turning to final for runway 10, William South traffic.
North traffic, Cessna 4935 East, inbound landing Norwich.
Yeah, there's a kid at school he's with Mike, and every time he goes out, he texts me. He's like, "Hey, guess what I did today?"
Oh yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, I hate you."
Who's that?
Zach Wilkie.
I think I've heard the name. I don't think I've met him though. Are you
mess with him.
selfieing yourself?
No, I'm taking a picture just out.
Oh. Selfieing yourself. That's like a double, right?
Yeah.
Because you can't selfie someone else.
Williams South traffic, Cessna 36 Echo Sierra on the 45-degree entry, runway 10, Williamson.
Oh, okay, he's heading back in now. Good. All right, so let's do this. Just real quick here. Go back to 2400 RPM. Well, stay level flight and see what your. I'm over the bay. I'll call you back. Love ya. I said I'm over the bay. I'll call you back. All right, bye. All right, I had to answer just because I never do, and it usually doesn't ring at this altitude. All right, so 2400 RPM, level flight gets you what for airspeed?
About 115.
Yeah, about 115. All right. All right. Slow down to 100 to maintain level flight. Should be about 2100. This one's slightly different than 55 Whiskey, but I think it's about 2100.
Okay.
And retrim, as you need for level flight. I need one of those bows with the Bluetooth, then I can.
Oh yeah.
Traffic, Cessna 36 Echo Sierra.
You're dropping a little bit, so just add a touch of power. Actually, you're a little fast still too, so you can raise the nose a little, right?
Norwich, set up for a left.
Try and get yourself 100 miles an hour in level flight. And then we'll just see where the power's at that you need to hold that. Nose up a hair more. Let go of the yoke for a second. speeding up slightly.
Yeah.
There you go. Now we're climbing just a hair, but we're about 100, right? So we're airspeed's right, but altitude's off a hair. Dang it. Right about just over 21, I think.
Yeah.
How's that?
2150.
Yeah. Take your hands off for a second.
193. Left downwind to 19.
Yeah, I was just throwing some. Right
No, I know. So, right, just about 100 miles an hour, level flight, just over 2100. Right?
Echo Sierra, turning base, runway
So, on downwind, what airspeed do we want to be at?
about 100.
Okay, so there you go, 100 in level flight, right? So just about 2100 RPMs. All right, put 2 notches of flaps in. Maintain level flight. Just put 2 notches of flaps in. And it's going to slow you. You're going to slow to about 85. All right, now hold 85. Put a little bit more power back in.
Yeah, Williamson Source traffic, Cessna 36 Echo Sierra, turning
Try to maintain 85 in level flight.
Williamson to full stop.
A little more power. Go for a second.
I gotta trim it.
Go coming down. Yep, but you're okay. Go trim it for 85.
Tango traffic, Caravan, Fox Kilo.
So there's about, I mean, it's pretty close, right?
Yeah.
So you can see it took a little bit of trim, but the power setting's the same, right? Because now you have flaps in.
Yeah.
Right, so once you go to 2 notches of flaps,
Just retrim it.
right, now we will want to come down, so, you know, if we want to come down a little bit, you know, let's bring it back to 1900, something like that, see, 1800, somewhere like that, and just let it come down, right, because we're trimmed for 85 miles an hour now. It's going to speed up, and then it should slow back down.
Or, yeah, Cessna 36 Echo Sierra, clear the active.
Right, so now we're coming down, what, 200-300 feet per minute, depending on where you catch it in the oscillation. Right, so if we gotta come down a little further. I just want you to get, you know, not necessarily memorize these, but just get a feel for
like
what
a
it's doing.
reference point
Right,
almost.
exactly. Right, so now, you know, if we're descending into the, you know, in the pattern, right, now we did speed up a little. But just for, you know, just so you can see what the plane's going to do at different settings. That's all. So you can go ahead and you can get the flaps back up and
Okay.
move it, you know, fly us back in, and you can start, you know, descending some more still, but... That turned out to be a nice day so far.
Oh yeah.
My 2 o'clock canceled because he got stuck at work, but oh well. Look, we must have a heck of a wind up here,
Yeah.
because we're barely moving.
For a flight.
Yeah, I'm going to see what our ground speed is. 71 knots,
Oh, nice.
and we got an airspeed of about 90 knots.
Base to final, 19 Norwich.
20 knot headwind right now. I thought it was actually more than that. All right, so start, you know, looking for the field, try and get the field in sight.
Niner. 1. Use caution for deer, geese, and the occasional lawn mowing tractor on and in the vicinity of the airport.
Williamson Sodus Airport, Sodus, New York. Automated weather observation 173. Zulu weather wind 170 at 6 visibility 10 clear below
Wrong one.
12,000 temperature 22 Celsius dew point 19er altimeter 29er 1 use
991, dropping. Hey, you just lost 200 feet. All right, yeah, so let's reset this real quick. All right, and why don't you start dropping us down a little more?
Okay.
There's our pond. See the pond over here?
Yeah.
So the airport should be off to the right
Yeah,
of the,
I got it.
I see it, yep. So you're gonna enter 45, left traffic for 10. Pattern altitude's 1100, just as a reminder. So I want you to just take some power back.
Okay.
Let the nose come down. That way you'll descend, but without losing airspeed. And then I usually make an initial position call, you know, something like this. Williams Sodas traffic, Cherokee 701 Delta Tango is over the lakeshore, Sodas Bay, 2,800 descending, enter 45 to left traffic for 10 Williamson. Something like that.
Okay. It's like general positioning.
Yep.
Mention.
Position and what we're going to do, at least for the first one.
Okay.
You know, now somebody knows, okay, we're inbound, right?
Okay.
If anybody's out there listening, they know, at least know we're inbound.
Someone's coming.
Right.
Perry Warsaw traffic. Free fall 1 taking 28 for departure.
Pull this back a little bit more.
Climbing up through the traffic pattern. Perry Warsaw.
That's that freaking bar back there. The new bar rattles for whatever reason. And now we got a 500 foot per minute descent. Because we need to come down another almost 1,500 feet still, right, to pattern altitude. That's another 3 minutes still. At 70 knots ground speed, that's another 3 miles, over 3 miles that we're going to go.
So when you're entering the 45, should you be at traffic pattern?
When you're on the 45, you should be at pattern.
Okay.
Right, we're not really technically in the 45 yet.
Okay.
But when you get into that, the 45 is considered part of the traffic pattern.
Okay.
Right, because you don't want to descend on top of somebody.
Yeah.
And you don't want someone to descend on top of you.
Never fun.
No. I mean, I've never done it, but I can't imagine it would be.
Oh, yeah.
Can't say it because I haven't tried it, you know. Doesn't seem like it'd be fun. It's getting hot in here. There, get some air coming in.
Cannon Jaguar traffic, Twin Comanche 772.
What a beautiful day.
Oh, yeah.
Gorgeous now. Oh, there's a plane right there. Off to the right. Williams Sodas traffic, Cherokee 701 Delta Tango, 1,700 descending to the 45 for left traffic for 10 Williamson.
Anyway, traffic, helicopter 576 Alpha Mike is showing
yeah, I see.
400, currently 7 miles to the west and westbound for Painted Post.
He's going the other way, but
Finger Lakes Regional Traffic, LifeNet 712, single helicopter. It's approximately 3 miles to the south, inbound for landing, Finger Lakes.
so now our airspeed's just about where we want it, right? For pattern, but we're coming down, so once we get to altitude, or just before we get to altitude, you know that it has to go to 2,100.
Yeah.
Oh, well, so Johnson traffic, Cessna 52818. We're 10 miles southeast of the airport at 4,500 maneuvering miles per hour, Johnson.
So yeah, if you want to start doing Saturdays, I'll be here.
Okay.
I figured what you must have had yesterday off.
In the morning I did.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if it was, like, I know they do like teacher conference
Yeah,
days
that's
and
what
stuff
it
like
was.
that. Alright, now we lost the airport, but I believe it's still up there.
Perry Warsaw traffic 46.
Yeah, you can just see the south hangars there. All right, plan to touch and go.
Okay.
We'll see how bumpy it is because obviously it's. Maybe we'll, you know, we might only do one or two.
Regular Williamson day.
What's that?
Regular Williamson day.
Yeah, exactly. Yesterday was beautiful. It was a great day out here yesterday. I mean, in the pattern.
Yeah.
There's no wind.
Like, they just say like on the 45 to downwind.
I would just turn on the downwind and then just
Okay.
say you're, you know, on left downwind for runway 10.
Williamson Sodas traffic Cherokee, 1 Delta Tango is on left downwind for 10, Williamson Sodas.
And just make your turn to the right to parallel the runway for your downwind.